Okay, this is me home diagnosing the problem with a whale underslung heater unit off a Bailey Ancona GT65 miners, but looking at that, it covers all them models. There's a little access plate if anybody's interested, 2013 model. Only remove cover if you're an approved fitter. Well, near enough, eh? The problem I've been having is all sorts of fault codes. A bit of Googling has been telling me that it is something to do with the fan, no doubt. So I've removed it, brought it into the shop, and I'm going to start stripping it. I haven't looked at any methodology to the stripping, so I'm just going to take every nut and bolt out and see what I can see. Hopefully it's something that's easily diagnosed. So initially I've just took them Torx headed nuts out of the supporting rail, bolts out I suppose. I'm going to take these out, spin it round, and there's also some bolts in there as well. Hopefully they're captive, otherwise you're in a world of pain. I'll do this side, then do the other side. Okay, that's the fixing rails off. They were an M8. They were a captive bolt. Looking at it, I maybe should have started in the bottom. That might let me see stuff. So I'm going to whip that off next, again, with them little Torx bits. Okay, I've got all of them out. Not a big job really, self-tappers them ones. And it looks like I'm going to have to give this bit here a bit of a knock, whether there's a sealant in there. But I'm going to give it a bit of persuasion and see what we can find. Okay, yeah, I was right. It was sort of stuck down with a bit of a seal, so it wasn't the keenest of coming up. Hey, up, one of tuppence. One of tuppence, deek. Right, okay. As I say, I think it was the fan. So I've been told. I'm going to do some diagnostics now, get into it a little bit. Just put 12 volt to the fan and see what happens. Okay, so this is what it looks like inside. There's an awful lot of dust. There's the board. I don't know if you can see or not. It actually says it belongs to a water heater, so it might be swappable overburble. I'm not 100% sure. So I have had 12 volt to the fan and it did spin. Now I can't get it to spin anymore. Again, no idea why not. I'm going to do another couple of little trials. Can't understand why 12 volt to the fan shouldn't spin it, but I'll keep going. Okay, a bit of jiggery pokery. The fan is actually running. It doesn't seem to be running noisily or anything like that, which kind of knackers my theory that it could be buggered. Bit of an issue, say, with the pin terminals inside, so I'm wondering if that might be a problem. But I might stick it back together and stick it back on the van, plug it in and see what happens. Just before I put it back in, I'm going to give everything a good blow down because there is crap and dust and shit everywhere. So just with the airline, I'm going to give it a quick once over. A lot of my problems as well were highlighted by vent not clear, so I've just stuck the compressor down the vent as well, down them two little ports. Neat crap came out, so I'm assuming they are clear. But I'm going to stick it back on the caravan, see what happens. Right, plugged it all back in. Exactly the same fault appeared. Check outside for flues. Disconnected it, reconnected it and reset. However, as you're sitting here now, you can hear fans are going, which is a good thing. What I had to do was force start it though. Put my finger in, which I wouldn't advise anyone to do, give it a spin, and it seemed to work. So I think we've sorted it. Whether I take the fan to bits, give it a little bit of a lubrication, might help the job. Okay, after much deliberation, I decided to strip the unit out because I wasn't happy that the fan was doing what it was meant to be doing. It was speeding up, slowing down. I had to do a lot of butchery, which just uncovering hidden screws, but I eventually got the fan unit out, stripped it all to bits, dinted a few of these cowlings, but with a little bit of persuasion, I think they'll be okay. And to cut a long story short, the shit that came out of that motor was unbelievable. I've cleaned it out, got all the dust and the crap out of it, give it a good squirt of brake cleaner just to put it all back together, and we are where we are. Now when I power it up, it runs quite consistently, so hoping that's it sorted. I have had a bit of a Google. There is information on this that indicates what kind of motor it is. I think it's a Chinese company. This Munster Sims, they're part of Whale, who are pretty useless at after service stuff really. So hopefully I'm going to put it back together and it'll be good. We'll find out. Just a quick 12 volt test onto the motor now. Bit of a kickback, but sounding as good as can be expected, I think. Reassembly, try again. Right, we're back together. Just need silicone around the edges. Just exactly what was done at manufacturing stage. I'm going to give it a bit of power just to see what it's like, and believe you me, it is blowing a hoolie. As you can see by my t-shirt. Fingers crossed I've sorted it. Okay, that is now it back installed into the unit. What's that doing up there? I have ran it up just with a battery and it seems to be working okay. So next thing is back in the caravan. Okay, so that's it, back installed. Just on a test run now. Motor's running as sweet as a nut. I think it was purely filth and dirt and crap that was in there. My Chinese supplier has not come back to me, so hopefully this will last for a while. We're now sitting, just connected it all up, sitting lovely. Give us a minute. That is now on a 1000 watt. Click it to 2000, picks up, sounding healthy. Back down to 500, which obviously it'll kick down to 2000 in a minute. So I'm going to leave it running for a while, go and get a cup of tea, see what it comes back at. Temperature is now sitting at 5 degrees. So I don't think we need it up at 22, do we? Click it there. Let's set it at 15, 2000 watt, and we're going to see what happens.